guys, Alan at More Passport Stamps here. Happy New Year. First video of 2018, and it could well be very fitting that I'm joined by cryptocurrency expert and leader of Crypto Xpert UK, James McDowall. Welcome, James.
Hello everybody, hello Alan, good morning.
So, first off, just in case we still got any newbies to the crypto world, in a few sentences, can you explain the blockchain and cryptocurrency and maybe what fiat currency means as well?
Okay, well let's start with fiat currency. Fiat currency is what we're all used to, okay? So pounds, dollars, euros. These were originally brought about as a receipt for a commodity, gold, okay? So there was a load of gold in a vault and they issued dollar bills as a receipt for this gold, okay? Now, there's no limit on how much fiat currency can be printed. So they just kept printing dollar bills, dollar bills, dollar bills. And now there is no gold standard. So they printed so many more dollar bills that it's just propped up by trust, okay, and backed by nothing but debt, okay? So Satoshi, how do you say his name? Satoshi Nakamoto,
yeah, okay.
Decided, okay, well let's have Bitcoin, okay? Now, Bitcoin is based on blockchain technology. Bitcoin is the original cryptocurrency, okay? Now, without getting too technical, a blockchain is an ever-growing kind of series of records, okay, that's encrypted. Okay. And through using this blockchain technology, you can regulate the supply of the currency. So there's a finite amount of Bitcoin. That's it. End of. Yeah. Okay. And this is why it's going up in value, because it's supply and demand. So essentially, what you're saying is this could be the future of money. Yes. And it could be sort of kept on a public ledger. It's accessible by anybody, or so can anyone see the history of these transactions? Or? Yeah, there are various different technologies. There's hundreds of cryptocurrencies out there. So there are some that are based on privacy. There are some that are completely open ledger. Okay. Bitcoin is not as private as you think. People can see the transactions. They can be tracked without a doubt. And in order to buy Bitcoin, you have to do it through an exchange and you have to register your ID. So there's no real way of kind of doing anonymous Bitcoin kind of transactions. Okay. How do the viewers know what to invest in and what to look for in an investment? Okay, so for me, I think it's really important to diversify for a start. Okay. I don't like people to message me and say, which coin shall I buy? I'm all about building a diverse, balanced portfolio. Is that for safety? It's the whole space is high risk, the whole space is volatile. Okay, now these things are going up and down like crazy. Everyone's trying to figure out which is the next Bitcoin. Everyone's saying Bitcoin's overvalued. This is very much like the dot-com era when the internet came out and everyone was buying shares in companies that ended in .com. Everyone's going crazy for it, and there will only be a few that will survive. Okay. There's lots of different types of cryptocurrencies. So, do you think Bitcoin is overvalued? It was at 20k. It was at 20k, but now it was maybe at 20k. More realistic. I think it could go down to 10, maybe 8k. Really? Before it goes up again, yeah. Okey-dokey. I've actually been out of Bitcoin completely for a few months now. But that's the one in the headlines. It is, and that's why I got out. Because I was looking at the charts, and I'm looking at there's some multi-million-dollar companies with some seriously promising projects, and their tokens that they've issued, if you look at the charts, it's just like this. Yeah. And they've just been going down against Bitcoin, and I thought, well, Bitcoin hasn't really got much of a utility. It's slow. It can't process many transactions per second, and the fees are ridiculously high. So why is Bitcoin on this pedestal? Yes, it's a store of value. Yes, institutional investments coming in. People are storing wealth in Bitcoin. But as far as utility is concerned, I mean, it's got absolutely nothing on the likes of Ripple. So you think it might just be holding value for sort of legacy purposes because it was the pathfinder, it was the trailblazer. It's like the grandfather of crypto, isn't it? It's a store of value. For me, it's like digital gold.
Okay, so it's not something you're going to be using to pay for your pint of milk.
Exactly. You're not going to go into the shop and pay Bitcoin because you're going to have to stand and wait 20 minutes for the transaction to be confirmed. Okay. And there's only a few people that can go and buy with Bitcoin before the whole kind of blockchain is overloaded. So it's just not. It has serious scaling issues.
Okay.
I'd say. Fair
enough. So let's talk then the other currencies. Which ones are you invested in, if you don't mind telling us, and why are you invested in them?
So I said about diversification.
Yeah.
I currently hold 19 different cryptos.
Okay.
19. I've got various privacy-related coins. I've done a video on my Facebook page about why I've chosen that. I've got Zcash, Monero, and Verge. So they're my privacy ones. I've got kind of payment solution, really fast. Something that the likes of Amazon might come out and say, okay, we're accepting this now.
Right. Okay.
Because it can handle so many transactions per second with extremely low fees. Something like Ripple or Litecoin.
What is an ICO?
Yeah.
And should people be investing in them? Should they be looking at them?
ICOs are without doubt risky. Mm-hmm. It's like going to an enterprise startup fair in I don't know, Pride Park or whatever, and just throwing your money at the first guy that says, give me money, I'm doing this with it.
Okay.
You need to do your research. You're basically investing in startups.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of due diligence you need to do before you start throwing the money in this and saying it's going to go to the moon.
Speculating potential future.
Yeah. So if you'd have bought original Amazon shares or eBay shares or Alibaba shares, but you've got to find the right ones. So 9 out of 10 of these things will fail miserably in the first year.
So I suppose the comparison in layman's terms then would be to say that if you're buying a cryptocurrency, it's already worth, say, 10 cents a coin. Mm-hmm. That may go down, it may go up, but at least it's worth 10 cents a coin when you buy it. Mm-hmm. Whereas when you invest in an ICO, it's not worth anything at that moment, and you're kind of hoping, speculating for future wealth.
It's so important to do your research. Look at the maximum supply, look at the development team, look at the CEO, look at his background, look at what other kind of investors they're doing, who are they going to partner with, what real world problem are they trying to solve.
Okay.
These are all the questions you need to ask yourself. There's something called a white paper, which every one of these startups should release on their website, and it will explain every single step of the roadmap, what they're going to do, what they're going to do with your money, how are they going to generate income, what problems are they going to solve, and they should map out a roadmap for the next 5 years, exactly what they're going to do, what they're going to develop.
You now run Crypto Xpert,
Crypto Xpert UK, I've called it, just to kind of give it a bit of a location. Obviously, I'm from the UK, travelling around the world a lot. I've been in Switzerland, Australia, Thailand, all over the world. But I would say home is still kind of the UK.
Yeah, definitely. But obviously, I mean, if anyone from other parts of the world are watching,
they can like and join in if they can speak. It will be in English, of course.
As long as it's in English, that's the main thing. Cool. Okay, no problem. I mean, I personally use the page to sort of stay ahead of the game, get the insider tips.
Yeah.
If anyone else is keen to do that, the link is in the description below for the Facebook page. So, and that's nice to sort of get those tips, and they might get a daily update of what's happening. And
I try to really put a broad range of info and media on there. There's the odd funny thing. There's a bit of trading on there. If I see something that's going to break out, like that just gets me going crazy. If there's a project that I'm already invested in and it has real fundamentals behind it, and I see the charts and I think this thing's going to go crazy, I've just got to put it on there for you guys. Cool. I might be wrong, but my track record's really good.
Track record's not too bad. Good. I like that. So what if somebody really, maybe they're thinking about investing a lot of money, or they're still nervous, quite new to the game, and maybe they want to steal some of your time, like they want half an hour of your time just to Skype or talk to you?
Yeah, I do offer consultancy.
Okay.
1-to-1. I've had a few people take that up, that just they want to get into the space and they want to learn from my mistakes.
Okay.
There's so many mistakes. I mean, there's a guy that messaged me and saying, "Oh, I've just signed up to eToro. What do I do next?" And I'm just like, "Oh my because
eToro is bad. Do not use eToro.
It's not bad. It's just spread betting, and he's like, "Oh yeah, what do I do now? How do I get my Ethereum?" You're not even buying Ethereum. You're just spread betting on the price of Ethereum. If you want to invest in Ethereum or Litecoin or Bitcoin and actually hold your own assets, then you need to buy it properly on an exchange, and you need to send it into a wallet, and you need to hold it, and you need to own the private keys, keep them safe. There's so many mistakes that you can make in this space. It is very new.
Definitely.
And the whole point of this decentralized space is there are no banks, there are no central bodies that are going to look after you. Okay?
So you've got to look after yourself.
With fiat currency, you have money in a bank. If someone steals your card or spends your money, you ring the bank and they say, "Oh, sorry, Mr. McDowall, we'll refund that for you."
Yeah.
That's our mistake. With this, you have no one to fall back on whatsoever. If you lose your private key or you get hacked or you leave it on an exchange that goes bust, no one's going to say, "Oh, sorry about that." Like, it's your mess up.
So would you say that's maybe one advantage that fiat currency has over cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Is that
it's a safer bet, of course. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And as this space evolves, security will get easier. But at the moment, it is daunting, and
it's like any new technology, I suppose, isn't it? Until you know what you're doing.
And that's what I'm doing. So I'm helping people. I'm kind of walking them through from day dot all the way through to having their assets stored in a wallet with their private keys, all safe, exchanges set up, ID verification all done. Because this isn't mainstream. So it's not really conducive to mainstream adoption yet. There are a lot of kind of people just get freaked out. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to send my passport and a picture like this with my driving license, and then start looking at private keys and hard wallets." But at the same time, if you do get in now, when mass adoption does come, you're going to see the value of your assets go crazy.
So all these services are available through your Facebook page?
Yeah, I've got it's simple, flat rate, £100 an hour I charge, which people think, "Oh, no, that's a lot of money." For me, it's not about the money.
No,
I'm not doing this to make. I'm making plenty of money doing my trading, and it's not about that. I just feel that is what it's worth. If I'm taking time out to spend with you guys, and I'm not trading, I just think I should be getting something back.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
the information that you'll get and actually getting off on the right foot is priceless.
So during 2017, cryptocurrency as a whole went from $17 billion market cap to around 600 billion.
Yeah, just hopped over $600 billion, and then it's dropped back a little bit. People have taken money out for Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So is it a case of, because of the rapid meteoric rise, you could have bet on any of them and won? I mean, so should people just buy all different coins? Doesn't matter which one you buy, because they're all going to win?
Like, there are hundreds out there, and like I said with the ICOs, there are 9 out of 10 of these things will fail miserably. Probably 49 out of 50 in the longer term.
The other end of the scale? Then you mentioned the dot-com bubble earlier on.
Yeah, I like to kind of, everyone likes to play the bubble card. Everyone that's sitting on the sidelines likes to say, "Yeah, you're buying tulips, you're in a bubble." It's not at all. This is the future of money, and it's the fourth industrial revolution. Genuinely.
So in your mind, then, it's definitely going to happen. It just depends which coins take off.
Yeah, and that's why diversification is so important.
Right,
Doing your own research is so important.
What is your prediction for the total market cap at the end of this year?
$2.5 trillion.
$2.5 trillion.
Yeah. 2018 will be the year of mass adoption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think by this time next year, more people will know what they're doing than don't know what they're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just the last few months have been crazy. When you start to get your taxi driver telling you to buy cryptos, you know that something's up. And I think, let's go back to the bubble, the dot-com bubble. It kind of burst when your taxi driver was telling you to buy these dot-com shares. This has spread a lot faster because of social media, which wasn't developed in the dot-com bubble. The dot-com bubble popped at $10 trillion.
Something like that, yeah.
This is bigger than the internet. And I think you're fine in 2018, genuinely. As long as you invest in the right projects with real fundamentals, try and stick to the top 30, top 20 in market cap for your kind of main bulk of your portfolio.
Coinmarketcap.com, which is now pretty much my homepage.
Yeah. So try.
Or just click the link, Crypto Xpert UK on the Facebook page. That'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, you can follow that one. So try and stick to, if you're going to build a portfolio just to start with, stick to the top 20. And then you can start looking at kind of top 100, top 150 as a bit more of a speculative. So
would you say top 20 are a bit safer?
Yeah, top 20 to start with if you're just getting into this space.
Even Bitcoin?
I'd buy a bit of Bitcoin now.
Still a bit safe.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
good.
I hate that word because everyone's like, "Oh, you're doing that Bitcoin thing," and it's.
But it's become like the Hoover, hasn't it? Like,
I hate the word Bitcoin, and the technology is without doubt completely inferior.
Some people confuse Bitcoin with cryptocurrency, and
it's like getting into stocks and shares. You've got a bit of money, you want to invest in stocks, and you just go and buy Apple and walk away and tell everyone about Apple and, oh my God, Apple's doing this. You've got to look deeper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've got to look deeper. And that doesn't mean going crazy and just investing in random stocks that are at a penny and you think are going to go to $1,000. You've got to do your own research and look at what's behind them. These aren't just coins invented by kids in their mum's basement. These are $1 million companies with geniuses behind them, many of them, and some serious real-world applications.
Good. So when it comes to security then, just going back to the security argument, most people would understand that you shouldn't leave your investment on an exchange. If you're not sure why, just Google Mt. Gox, mt.GOX.
Yeah.
It was, it was the biggest exchange at the time in 2014, and somebody
crashed the whole market.
Somebody hacked it, and you just lost everything. So you exchange your cryptos on an exchange, and then withdraw them into a wallet.
Yeah.
So would you recommend an offline wallet or an online wallet?
Okay, so I really like Exodus. I think the
and that's online or offline?
When you're using it, it's online. If you close it, shut your laptop, it's offline.
So it's a bit of both. It's actually stored on your laptop.
Yes, it is. Yeah. If someone nicks your laptop or you lose your laptop burns down, that's okay because as long as Exodus is closed, you need to re-enter the password every time.
Right.
With regards to if you lose your laptop, you could download Exodus on another desktop. And what you get when you first set up your Exodus wallet is it's kind of like a private key, but it's with words. I think you get 12 words. Okay. You print it out, you fold it up, you put it in a safe. And this allows you to access your unique Exodus wallet, which contains all of your private keys. So
even if you lost your laptop, you could still recover it as long as you
just download Exodus on another desktop. And as long as you've got those words in a safe or underground or whatever you want to do with it, then you can access your
under the mattress. Yeah. Cool.
The other way you can go is completely offline, completely separate device. Look at Ledger. If you look in the shop section of my page, you can be directed to the Ledger website. Now there's Ledger Nano S, which is kind of like a USB stick, a bit of a smaller kind of device.
So just stick it in the laptop.
Yeah, and there is the Ledger Blue, which is kind of like a little iPad thing. It's like an iPad Kindle type thing, with its own screen and more kind of
for all the gadgeteers.
Yeah, it's a bit more advanced. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I'm hearing lots about something called Hashgraph, and
you've really got this kind of bee in your bonnet about Hashgraph.
Go ahead. The internet tells me that it's going to leave blockchain technology in its dust, and blockchain will become the Bitcoin of technologies and get left behind. Is that true?
I've had a look at Hashgraph. The guy is clearly a genius. The white paper bored the hell out of me. Like, you need to be Einstein to understand this thing.
Einsteinium.
Yeah, don't touch that one either. I think people are going to come out and they're going to say, yeah, this is outdated, we've got this. I think scientifically, it looks great. it might take years to implement. It might only have limited use cases. It goes back to doing your own research. I think if you like it, build it in as a small percentage of your portfolio.
Yeah, okay.
I like it, but at the same time, you've got, is it going to make money?
That's the thing, isn't it?
Is it going to make money? You've got scientists in labs and they are groundbreaking, they're making groundbreaking research, but are they making any money? Or are they actually asking for donations? Well, this might well be the next big thing. It might take 5 or 10 years to implement, and it might not really make any money.
This is another good point, because it might not make money, but should people be investing to then at some stage withdraw fiat currency? So putting in dollars, pounds, euros, to then withdraw dollars, pounds, euros when they've made some money? Or should they be investing because they want to spend these cryptocurrencies when they're in mass adoption?
Okay. So that's kind of a whole new kind of subject. I speak to a lot of traders, professional crypto traders, and they are all trading against BTC, against Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They are purely trying to accumulate Bitcoin. So rather than trading against the dollar,
they're trading against Bitcoin.
These guys all believe that the dollar, and the jury's out for me. I'm leaning towards, the dollar is going to be phased out. It is
on its way out.
I think the Fed.
But that's got to be 10, 20 years, surely, no?
Nah, sooner.
Really?
I know the Federal Reserve of the United States of America are looking at blockchain technology as we speak, looking at implementing something in the next year or two.
But would that not be decentralized if it was created by a government?
No, it won't be decentralized. They will issue something, Fed coin or something like that. And
so would that be a good one to jump on?
No. Not for me. It will just be the same as the dollar. Whether there'll be a finite amount, I don't know. But I think we are heading towards a complete overhaul of the monetary system. Yeah,
exciting times.
Exciting. Yeah,
scary.
Exciting and scary. I mean, Bitcoin is all your sophisticated investors see Bitcoin as a chaos hedge. Okay, a hedge against chaos.
Yeah.
So, with all this uncertainty in the world right now, we are in an everything bubble. Okay, everyone's got a mortgage. Everyone's got a cheap car on lease. It's the whole economy and the whole monetary system is backed by debt.
It's all built on debt, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. There's trillions of dollars outside of America from stuff that America have exported, and countries are fastly losing faith in the dollar because of the whole gold standard thing, because of they've just printed so many dollars.
But is that trend matching the uptake in trust in Bitcoin or not, or other cryptocurrencies?
So people are losing trust in the dollar. And let's go back to the chaos hedge. Sophisticated investors are buying Bitcoin. They're buying precious metals, silver and gold. Because if the dollar falls, I mean, with this whole North Korea thing, there's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. So yeah, Bitcoin is a chaos hedge. If you can stock up on Bitcoin now, which there is a finite amount. If you think about how many millionaires there are on the planet, if they all want just one Bitcoin, there's hardly any.
The price is going to go exponentially.
There's hardly any Bitcoin out there.
So although you say 20k might be where you think it might max out, if it does become more desirable, it could really. I mean, the growth is exponential.
Who said 20k max out?
I thought that's what you said earlier.
I said currently at the total crypto market cap as it was. Okay. Bitcoin at 20k was overvalued.
Yeah.
Do I think it'll max out at 20k? No.
You think it's going to be worth more one day?
50 to 100.
Okay.
I mean, you're seeing huge JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. They are offering Bitcoin to their investors.
Stories of people getting paid their bonus in Bitcoin as well. I've heard about that.
Sports people getting paid in Bitcoin. Tesla accepting Bitcoin, real estate in America being sold by Bitcoin with Bitcoin. It's no longer a joke. People have just dismissed it.
So it can be used as a currency, but it seems to be that only for bigger things, cars, houses.
It's more of a store. It's more of a store of value.
Yeah,
I would say. And while the price is so volatile, people are always going to say that it is risky.
Yeah, definitely. So the big question is, if you had to choose one, I know you don't like it, but you have to choose one crypto that you were going to put all your eggs into. You have to choose only one.
I have to choose, because I wouldn't do it. People, I would not put all your eggs in one basket.
But you got to remember, most people have got all their money in pounds, euros, dollars. So if you had to put all of them in one basket, force in your hand, which one would it be?
It would have to be Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've got no Bitcoin at the minute, but if you had to choose one, it would have to be Bitcoin.
That's
Right. If you don't mind, do a little quick fire round. Just throw some things at you.
Yeah.
See what you've got. Have a bit of fun. Okay. Crypto or fiat?
Crypto.
Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash?
Bitcoin.
Ethereum or Litecoin?
Ethereum.
Power or OMG?
Ooh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
These are one of my top 2 picks right now. Power and OMG. Power's a bit more undervalued right now, but just go for both. OMG.
Bittrex or Bitfinex?
Bittrex.
Binance or GDAX?
Binance.
Ripple or Roblox?
Ripple.
Coinbase or eToro?
Coinbase fees are through the roof, but at least you own your assets, so let's go with Coinbase.
Trade or hodl?
A bit of both, 50-50.
50-50. Okay. You have to choose one, that's the idea, you have to choose one.
Hodl.
Okay. Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Ketchup or brown sauce?
Brown sauce.
Brown sauce. Alright, thank you for your time, James. Much appreciated. Don't forget to check out the Crypto Xpert UK Facebook page. Link is in the description below. Okay, people, James has given us his #1 cryptocurrency, and it's Bitcoin, even though he doesn't hold any of them.
At the moment, you have to adapt. You have to adapt.
If you agree, like the video. If you don't agree, drop us a comment. Let us know which one your favourite is and why. So again, thank you, James. Make sure you like the Facebook page, like, share, subscribe. Peace out. Happy New Year.
See you guys.